And we are live.
It's Tuesday. It's 9ish Central Time, 10ish Eastern Time. You know what that means? It's another edition of Violent Wrestling Podcast, VWP. And as always, I have my co-host, my cohort, my best friend. AA is in the house.
Hello, everyone. Ice here.
We's here. You notice if you're tuning in, there's a your bottom right hand corner. There's an icon missing. Metal Matt actually got called into work tonight, so he hopefully he just got off work not too long ago, and he will be joining us shortly, so we can talk about all the pro graps and the wrestling and all that fun stuff.
Oh,
Which
yes.
we're still gonna talk about some of that before he gets here. But first of all, how was your week, AA?
Oh, my week was going okay. Not too bad at all.
Actually, since we went live Friday, I'm gonna just ask you, how was your weekend? And
Oh, my weekend was peaceful.
I guess we sorry for the okay, we're Tuesday, we're Friday, we're Thursday, we're Tuesday, we're hey, at least we're here. Give you something to listen to while you're at work or late at night. Give you something to pass the time at work or something to put you to sleep at home. So we're here.
Hopefully, we don't put you to sleep.
Hopefully, but just like they would used to say in the TV business, we don't care if they're sleeping or not. Their viewership still counts.
That's right.
It's all about them Nielsen ratings.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Nielsen ratings, wow, the ratings for Raw and SmackDown lately have been brutal. Um, the today's was late, and I can look it up real quick, but it was not just for WWE, but all of the Nielsen ratings were they were 3 hours late. But last week's Raw hit an all-time low non-holiday. I think maybe last week's Raw hit an all-time low, including holidays. Hold on one second, Mr. Google. Let me pull you up. But yeah, the ratings have been bad.
Well, the product hasn't been that great lately.
Right? Like it's reflective upon what they're giving the consumer.
Yeah, you
Let's see.
give a bad product, you'll get less and less viewership.
And that's just how that works. And there's a time where like okay, people are cord cutting and stuff. And to Raw's credit, as bad as their ratings were this past Monday, and Google, I don't want that. Thank you though. I don't know what you're trying to suggest, but that's not what I'm looking for. Um, as bad as their ratings have been, they're still like second to depending on what's going on in sports world. Well, they're all this time of year. They're going to be third to cable news and Monday Night Football, but they're still first in non-news, non-football stuff. Uh, and excuse me, guys, I'm on a lot of meds, so trying to word. I know word good. Trying to word good doing a search is not my forte at the moment. I'm typing as fast as I can.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's been. we have an I don't want to say bet like we're actually betting money, but an ongoing like how bad do you think the viewerships are going to be, or the viewership's going to be this week, and how low? It's kind of like playing limbo. How low can you go? Did I say limbo?
Yes. Hello, can you go? Hello, can you go? Hello, can you go? Hello, can you go?
Oh wow. Okay, that was not expected for. Yes, we are. And and this is always like Raw, SmackDown, like the winter lull between. I mean, you have Monday Night Football, you have holidays. You know, even if they were on a like even SmackDown, not like competition with. Well, they're not competition to begin with, but you know, even if it wasn't Monday Night Raw, excuse me, if it was a different day of the week that this time of year, people just really they're doing other stuff. They're watching the. I know my household is watching the old Charlie Brown cartoons, and which thankfully so far none of that's fallen during wrestling, but
Oh,
actually
yeah.
it did a couple of times, and I had to go watch on like Hulu the next day or something. But like they're if they are watching TV, you not only have like your sentimental cartoon stuff from you know parents when they were a kid, they grew up watching it, but this time of year you also have all these winter finale stuff,
Right.
and people, you know, I think everybody knows I don't have cable satellite. I just have regular broadcast TV, and use a login legally, a USA Network login to stream on my laptop and project to my TV. And so I can watch live, and it is legal. But my broadcast TV shows, they're you know winter finale this and winter finale that.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's that time of year. It's that
Yeah,
time of season. It's a holly jolly Christmas.
you just made Wings ears bleed.
That's
No,
good.
no, that's not good. You're mean. Not for your singing part, just what you're singing. For those that don't get the joke, One Winged Angel, who's also, in fact, he was a guest last week. Um, yeah, he is the Grinch. He is bah humbug himself. Does not like anything Christmas.
I used to be that way with Christmas music after working in the mall for a couple of years during Christmas.
Oh, bless your heart.
Mainly because of the songs. It got to the point I could tell what time it was by which song was playing.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
I had and I do need to correct myself because Wing doesn't hate well, Wing's a funny case. He loathes the music, like loathes it. And he's not big on the decorating and the whole festive stuff. Wing of all people doesn't want to be festive, which let that sink in.
But I bet he loves New Year's Eve.
Oh, definitely loves New Year's Eve, and he loves presents for Christmas. He just doesn't like all the shit that goes with it. Like if you just December 25th and there's some boxes for him to open, like that's Wing's kind of Christmas. I should have like sent him a text, like, dude, come listen, because we're gonna talk about you. Hopefully he's listening anyway or will listen later. He wasn't feeling too hot the last couple of days. He's got the winter time, the Christmas time blues. So yeah, and I don't know what the hell's going on with Google. They keep sending me to like people reviewing Google on Twitter. Like that's not what I'm looking for. But anyway, yeah, the
The
ratings have
viewership is down.
yeah, the viewership is. But I wanted to see if I could find that one fact that it was um the last week or 2 weeks ago was the worst even for a holiday. Dun, 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 dun. Oh,
You find it?
maybe. And if this is correct, because this is from just yesterday, then they've hit a whole new low. Let's see. Monday's WWE Raw, TLC Go Home Show, which would be yesterday's, drew 2.19 million viewers. This is down from last week's 2.28 million. This is the lowest Raw viewership in the show's history. The week before was the lowest before this week. 2.19 is what they drew. That's 2,194,000.
Boy, I'm glad you know all those numbers.
That that 2,194,000. Um and it's not funny, but the previous week, like it just happened the week before. Like this is the lowest all time, and now this week is the lowest. I'm not gonna look up the um the demographic breakdown of male female 18 to 24 48, that kind of. I'm not gonna, but yeah, it's the lowest. Hour by hour, I will give you that breakdown. First hour was 2.26 million. Second hour was 2.18 million, and the final hour was 2.04 million. Wow, wow! That last hour by 48,000 people barely covered, going falling under 2 million people.
Wow.
Are are you in the chat, by the way, in case anybody's chatting?
Yeah, I'm in the chat. We've
Okay.
got Taker's Minion with us.
Oh, what's up, Take? And quick, Raw was number 9 for the night in viewership on cable for the third week in a row. I'm behind football and let's see, new stuff. Sports stuff and new stuff. Not new stuff, but news stuff. Sorry, the medicine. I'm trying to word as good as I can. But Monday Night Football, Monday Night Kickoff, Sports Center, Rachel Maddow, Tucker Carlson tonight. Last Word, Hannity and the Five. Oh, Raw was number 5 in the 18 to 49 demographic, only behind NFL, Monday Night Kickoff, Sports Center, and Love and Hip Hop. So
Oh, that's bad.
yeah, at least in that demographic, which is I guess the most important demographic, which no offense, but what they were only behind the NFL and Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, but coming up behind Love and Hip Hop, that's bad.
Well, true. I don't even know what channel that airs on. I think VH1 or something. I don't know. I've heard of it. I've never seen the show. Uh, let's see what other tidbits I can take out of here. Of course, Monday Night Football is going to draw huge numbers because it was the Vikings versus the Seahawks, and they're both in playoff contention. So
Who won that
that
game?
was damn you, AA.
You don't have to answer. I just wanted to throw you off balance there.
I don't like you.
Yeah, you
Um,
do.
but the broadcast TV, the non-cable TV, the CMA, the Country Music Association did their Christmas episode, and this, in my eyes, comes off as kind of a low number. It only did 6.2 million views. The Seahawks won 21-7 against the Vikings.
Okay. I thought you would know the football score off the top of your head.
Yeah, I just again medication, and that was yesterday or last night. Kind of if it would have been earlier or that kind of stuff, I could have told you right away. But yeah, that happened.
Well, so should we get into Raw or what was
Raw
Raw?
or RMP or
Well, next week I can have a lot to tell you about RMP because I can't wait to go see their charge show on the 15th. I'm looking forward to that. I've been jonesing to go see another RMP show.
Mr. Jones and me. And they're back at the quarry.
They'll be at the Quarry
They're back
on
in.
the 15th, and then the 28th they'll be at the Rack House and they're going to do their Twitch Championship tournament for the Twitch Championship title.
Nice.
And
Have
Marty the
they?
Moth is going to be there on the 28th
Yeah,
competing.
Marty the Moth wants that Twitch championship.
Yes, he does. But he's shown up to quite a few RMP shows.
I still say that bring Mariposa with him one time, and I'll be a happy camper. Have they announced any of the card for the 15 show?
um,
I've been so dealing with what I'm dealing with. I haven't. I've been so out of.
well, the only one they is Anaya will be defending his championship. Oh boy, I can't believe I forgot the guy's name. He's out of Arizona. He's an Arizona wrestler.
Oh shoot! Yeah, I did see that because
Do
they
you
announced
know?
that.
No, I can't remember his last name.
Uh, Shoot, and I can't either. Dun, 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 dun. But he will be defending.
Yeah, let me see.
So you know that's going to be a good match right from the just from that one match. You know that's going to be the good stuff.
Yeah, but that's going to be great. But that's the one that I know at the moment.
Okay. All right. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I just
That's okay. I put you on the spot with the
mm-hmm,
football game.
mm-hmm. Payback. Payback.
Payback, payback, payback. So, shall we go?
Why is
Let's
my
go into Raw.
do we have to, but mom, do we have to?
Yeah, it's in the title.
Yeah, and now before we get in there, there's a reason why this is titled WWE Raw SmackDown Live
It's Raw.
TLC
It's
preview.
yeah, it's TLC preview and other wrestling talk.
Oh, you didn't include that last word in there?
Raw and SmackDown Live.
No, the last word that we talked about earlier.
No, I forgot it.
Okay. Boo.
Hey,
Gino Rivera is his name,
yeah, I knew it was Gino. I couldn't remember his last name.
and Aligato versus Shade
For the Lockettes
is
Championship.
happening. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that should be a
That's
good
going to be a
one.
good match.
That will be a good
Yes.
match. But then I always like Aligato.
So do I. I like Shade too. That's going to be a hard one for me to pick. Um, there's going to be a they haven't listed the participants yet. A 6-man tag team match. J.K. Pop versus HJ1 and a hand. Oh, wait a minute. Am I wait? Oh, okay. Jake. Sorry. I know reading good tonight. J.K. Pop versus HJ1 in a handicap match. Tyler Stinson returns to the quarry.
Well, yeah, because he does have the championship.
Yeah.
Um,
I want to know who's going to be in that 6-man tag. You're going to have fun.
I will, and I will have a full report. I'm actually
Yeah.
going to even take notes.
Oh, well,
What?
I was just, I don't know, for when you said that, like, but don't miss the show. Like, just, well, I was
No.
too busy taking notes. I didn't enjoy myself. Like, you enjoy yourself is first and foremost.
Oh, I always enjoy myself first
Uh,
and foremost.
if you can't tell, I'm trying to talk about anything other than Raw.
I got it. But Rocky Mountain Pro, they're going. Oh, if you want, you can always watch it on Twitch because they're going to be streaming it live.
Yes. Saturday the 15th. You have the start time.
Yeah, it'll be 6 p.m. ish Mountain Time.
Okay, yeah. 8 Eastern and 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 5 Pacific.
Right. And then starting year starting in 2019, they will be doing charged every Thursday, which means I won't be able to make all of them, but I'll make most of them.
That's going to be awesome. I'm excited for them, for you. And not only are they doing charged every Thursday, it's going to be live every Thursday. And that's just,
Yes,
man, what a
but they
step
will be
up. And
streaming.
just in one more time.
They will be streaming it live.
Yes.
And then the last
And then
Friday of
that
every
with
month,
their,
yeah, the last Friday of every month, they'll be at the Rack House where they start at 5 p.m. for a lot of interaction with the talent and everything before they actually get to the matches. We may even get to see
yeah,
Punished by Pixels then. That's supposed to be coming back.
Can't wait.
No, I can't wait either. It's fun. It's more fun listening to Curtis and Matty Hayden cuss it out.
Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else with there. Somewhere else there.
No, I'm keeping it
It's more
clean.
fun than no, it's more fun than listening to the two of us trying to fix our audio problems. 2019 is going to be a huge year for Rocky Mountain Pro. They've got the live Thursday weekly shows now, um, and I guess last month maybe it might have been October, where they're on Fight UK, and they Yaden and the whole crew at Rocky Mountain Pro, they have a lot going on and deservedly so.
Yes, I'm really glad I found Rocky Mountain Pro because it's a nice breathing, nice change. And it's great that you can actually they encourage you to interact with the talent.
Oh yeah, it's it's one of those things that I'm not going to ask the question now, but I am storing it. In fact, here's a pen and a little scratch. I'm going to save it for tomorrow's Twitch because it's a question I think I've roundabout way asked, but not like bluntly asked, or not even bluntly, just pinpointed. But I'll ask that tomorrow on Rocky Mountain Pro's Violent Wrestling podcast stream tomorrow.
And we'll probably get an answer.
Well,
Well,
I'd hope so.
because Jaden listens in, Stevie listens in, Joel is
No,
always there.
it's a question for you. You're the only one that would
Oh,
be able to answer it.
oh, for me.
Yes.
I'm curious now.
Tune in tomorrow, 12 Eastern, 10 Mountain, and I'll ask. Now, like, it's not that riveting of a question. It's just not a question I've actually, um, we've talked about it. I haven't, there, I'll save the rest for tomorrow for Twitch.
Okay.
Is Taker still in the chat?
Yeah, he is.
Has he said anything?
Oh, yeah, he was just saying that he liked the song Holly Jolly Christmas.
Oh, we'll do Christmas songs then. It brings the viewers. Fine, I tap, you win.
We go to Raw.
Duh. Okay, let's go to Raw.
Okay, and the show opened with Seth Rollins
Shitting
saying that
Raw.
Raw sucks and it's all Corbin's fault.
He's not wrong, you know.
No, he's just saying what the fans have been saying.
Isn't that a dangerous slope, though, to come out and say, hey, our show sucks?
Because of Baron Corbin.
Even with the caveat of blaming it on Corbin, like coming out and saying, like admitting, like, show sucks. Like you're playing a fine line there of those that were already interested aren't coming back for that, and those that are the poor fellas like us that are still watching. Like, oh, you just admitted it sucks, so why am I still watching this?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying there? Like, it's a fine line. You don't just come out and say, oh, our show's shit.
That's true. And let's see some of the things he's pointed out. Um, one of the things he had pointed out was a Raw show where it's a heel beat down after heel beat down, where he's helping his friends to get the matches they want and all of this. And then poor
Yeah.
Heath Slater. Either he does what he's told to do or he gets fired. And he's got kids.
Oh, he got kids, and apparently for Christmas they finally got that above ground pool a couple of years ago. Now they want a in ground pool.
Oh, yes. So those are some of the reasons that supposedly Baron Corbin's the reason that Raw sucks right now.
And I reiterate, Seth's not really wrong on that. And as much as I like Corbin, the wrestler, I liked when the acting general man, like I liked the initial part of that, but it is it's so run its course.
Well, the authoritarian thing has run its course.
Oh, the authoritarian thing ran its course a long time ago. I understand they're trying to, different characters, different, but it's so tiresome of, and then you add into the mix of, okay, now Corbin went stale like less than a month in of being the acting GM. Hey, let's make Alexa Bliss the what the hell did they call her, the um general manager elect of the Raw Women's Division. Now we have Heath Slater as the referee working for the Authority. Now y'all have just gone off the rails with this nonsense of.
Yeah, it's just it's a big old cluster.
It is, and it's a shame because there are spurts, and we'll get into some of the spurts here and there. There are spurts of like some good stories, and there's even more spurts of like good in ring action. But this everything being revolving around Baron and that bullshit is just exactly that bullshit. It's like Triple H doesn't work during football season, so
Yeah, but I don't think.
I know he's hurt right now. I wasn't trying to discard that. Just that was an old meme from like Triple H never showed up in the winter.
Yeah. Then let's get into a couple of the matches. Or do we really want to get into a couple of the matches?
One for sure. I say for sure one has to be talked about. Um, I'll let you lead and I'll follow what match you decide to talk about. Matt, where the hell are you?
Well, we can start with our new Raw Tag Team Champions,
Oh, that's
Bobby
what.
Roode and Chad Gable.
Which, congratulations to at least Chad here. He's the second person after Jason Jordan to win NXT Tag Team, SmackDown Tag Team, and Raw Tag Team Championships.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
And to Bobby Roode, because he looks good with gold. He looks good with the belt.
But he is such a natural heel. Uh,
Yes, he is. But he's doing pretty good as a face.
and people are not giving Chad credit for because he wasn't doing good as a face, like at all, even on SmackDown. And then this rejuvenation, just like Gable did with Jordan, NXT and SmackDown. Like it, hello, there's a common denominator here, and it's Chad Gable. Like Chad Gable is just fun. Like
He's fun to watch.
yeah, he's fun to watch. He's a character. Like but yeah, and this was a handicap match. It was AOP with Drake Maverick versus Chad and excuse me,
Bobby
and
Roode.
Bobby Roode. And why AOP accepted this match instead of just beating their ass, on their own. Like, hello, we have Mr. Pissism himself and Mr. P over here.
And he ended up costing AOP their titles.
Yeah, like why would you even agree to that? But they did. And that just on a go home episode that just made little to no sense, I guess. I mean, we finally were getting somewhere with, hey, the tag team's coming back. Oh, there it goes. Let's hush up the title.
Yeah, why not?
Um, what was? I mean, what do you think about? I know you're not boycotting per se. You're just
I'm not
you've been
watching.
yeah you're been keeping up but not watching the. Are you in agreement? Like the Raw's tag division is just
Both
utter.
tag divisions are.
Well, yeah.
There's really nothing good to say about any of the tag divisions.
SmackDown. Uh, it's not that it's utter shit. It's just very repetitive. It's New Day, Bar, Usos. That's it. Like, and it feels like it's been that way since I've been watching wrestling, and that's been over 30 years ago. It just
Yeah.
feels that way. Like, oh, I've seen this. I've seen, okay, this again.
Yeah, Taker saying, please bring back Paul Ellering. He
For
got mad
AOP.
for AOP.
Okay, yeah. Um, it would have, I don't want to say anything's, it's hard to respond to that without, like, yes, bring back Paul Ellering, but if they're still going to book it this kind of way, like, keep Paul Ellering the hell away from this kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
And we haven't heard from Matt yet, so I need to do something real quick. I can talk and do this at the same time, hopefully.
Okay,
Oh, um, what other match?
well, there was an intercontinental match. Tables,
You and I
ladders,
are
and
two peas in a
chairs
pod.
with Baron Corbin taking on Seth Rollins.
Why are we having a ladders match literally 6 days before TLC? Why?
Well, they went for almost 30 minutes, roughly 30 minutes. But even with the with poor Heath Slater being the ref for that one, Seth managed to keep his title.
Yeah, and Heath was really going on the hillside on this one.
Well, he's got to feed them kids.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do, but when I say hillside, like he was, oh shit, he was,
In Baron's corner.
yeah, he was trying to keep his job.
And you can't blame him.
No, but again, that's where it goes from. Can't blame him, but I can blame whoever the f booked this shit.
Another reason to blame Corbin.
Oh, true. When you're right, and you are usually right. Oh, damn it! Now you're always right.
Not always.
It just seems so, and it's been that way for a while. Uh, if there's a stipulation match coming up at a pay per view, that they like from the previous pay per view until the upcoming pay per view. If there's a stipulation match, they give that stipulation match on on free TV. I say free TV, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But Dean did, or Seth did win, climbed the ladder, retained his championship. So we have that underlying um, on the go home show. Seth beat all the odds and grabbed the Intercontinental Championship. So we have that visual stuck in our head, which leads me to believe Dean's winning Sunday. We'll get into that in our predictions in a minute, but um, okay, we saw Seth climb the ladder and grab the championship.
Yeah. And Taker's meeting has also pointed out that booking is simple. The WWE just makes it complicated. If everyone could just remember the KISS principle, keep it
Keep
simple,
it simple,
Stu.
stupid.
That's what they
Yep.
do in RMP. They don't make it tricky or complicated. They keep it simple.
Yes. It's. I mean, obviously, sometimes you're gonna. There's gonna be intertwined. Like you're gonna have to go above like what they're not above, but above like just keeping it simple, simple.
Just keep it simple with clear-cut storylines and don't deviate from
Yeah,
them.
that part.
Just let them grow naturally.
And it's trying to do five things at once. Hold on. It is such a, and it's one of the most frustrating parts about current weekly WWE is maybe to a degree they're keeping it too simple, if that makes any kind of sense. Like they're it to the point where the booking is just
Sucks.
okay. Let me take one S out and replace it with the other. They're keeping it too stupid, or they're not. putting the comma in the phrase of "keep it simple," comma stupid. They're just keep it simple, stupid. You keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah,
Whatever's
something
going
like that.
on, like it. Yeah.
Let's see what else happened on Raw. See what here.
Nia Jax talked to her hand for.
Let's see. We had the Dean Ambrose stuff.
Do we talk about that?
Well, on Daly, they were talking about, he was talking about what they're doing with Renee Young's relationship with Ambrose.
Yeah. Uh, they're going to the place that nobody wanted to see. That everybody, not everybody, but was brought up when she was made Raw commentator, and then Dean and his shenanigans.
Yeah,
I say shenanigans with like, and it's been a nonstop from commentary. You know, Renee, you know him better than anybody. Renee, 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 Renee. Like, and it just, uh, like, no, that's you're bearing like two things at once. You're not doing that with other people in that situation. But you have that from a few months ago, that big old history making article of we're making history. We have the first full time women's commentator. And then y'all are gonna put her through hell.
yeah. Let's
It
see.
makes sense at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else they have is well, Natalia and Ruby Riot had a
Oh,
interaction.
yeah, I'll take her while we talk about this. If you're still listening, um, I want, I really want your opinion on this. Where Natalia's in the ring cutting a promo about the upcoming match with the table match upcoming at TLC, and Ruby comes out with a blanket over. We didn't know at the time, but she pulls the blanket down, and it's a table with Natalia's dad, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, a sticker of him on the table. Taker, what did you think about that segment? And
Well, I don't think take. I'm not sure if he watched it or not because he's like me.
oh well, okay, but he still he knows of the segment. Like how what did that, because it's been all over the place on, I have my own opinions, but it's been all over the place on social media of how disrespectful that was, or how like the spectrum is the gauntlet or whatever is. I thought it worked. I thought it worked. Um, yeah, it was. I could see where the disrespect part comes from, but
No, that was the whole idea behind it.
we're talking about professional wrestling. Come on. I mean,
Yeah,
just a few weeks ago, what started this feud was her breaking supposedly the only pair of Jim the Anvil Neidhart's sunglasses.
yeah. Well,
Like,
Taker responded
uh huh.
and said that it crossed a line that shouldn't have been crossed.
Eh, I agree to disagree. It's um, Was it necessary? No, because they already had. Maybe you could have just left it at breaking of the sunglasses and got heat on it. Was it the worst? Was it like in comparison to Dean bringing up Roman's cancer a month or so ago? No, this falls in the Ruby's of the Hill. Natalia's supposed to be a baby face. I mean, she is a baby face, but I have my own issues with Natalia's character work.
Yeah. Also, Taker's also mentioned that they did the same thing with Eddie at one point in a
Yeah.
feud between Chavo and Ray.
Yes, that's
So,
I it's the cheapest of heat, admittedly, but it wasn't um like the worst thing ever. Like I can see both sides of the fence. Some people thought it was great. Some people, um, you know, hated it, or I think, in my opinion, just because it was a sticker, and you can't say like, okay, in this segment and with this group of people or these, like so and so had to write off on that. Like, okay, that's they gave it their blessing. Like Natalia had to be in on that.
oh yeah.
Like,
But
and go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Like, that's just one of those things where it happened. It's not the I yeah. I know word good. Was it disrespectful? Probably. Was it meant to be? Absolutely. Shouldn't have happened. That's where the debate lies. Did that goes back to the writing, because there, since the sunglasses breaking, there hasn't been really any heat outside of social media of the feud, and so they had just announced that the tables match was happening. So hey, we're talking about it. It's not just oh, by the way, Ruby has a tables match against Natalia.
Okay. They also had Ember Moon defeating Tamina.
Yay.
Bailey defeats Alicia Fox. And her new Mix Max Challenge partners, Apollo Crews.
Yes, Finn Balor had a withdrawal for injury.
Yep. And then, of course,
And
Rocky Mountain Pro's on Lars Sullivan is just lurking. So we'll see what happens with Lars.
there's a whole podcast of what's going on with that situation. It seems to have died down in the last couple of weeks, but man, was that a mess after they first ran those vignettes and stuff came out. And
Oh,
uh,
Taker just said, Mox, this is the cheapest of heat and isn't worth it in my eyes. Going back to the
Yeah,
Ruby Wright, Natalia thing.
yeah, it is cheap heat. It absolutely is cheap heat. It absolutely is. Like I said the same thing myself. It's very cheap heat. The cheapest of heat. I've seen some cheaper, but yeah, this is a cheap way of getting it. But I would blame that on, hey, if we're gonna do this match at TLC, like do something other from breaking the sunglasses to, hey, here's your dead dad on a sticker on a table. Like it shouldn't have got to that point to begin with.
Yeah.
That
But
kind of.
I guess that pretty much wraps it up for Raw.
Uh, Thankfully,
Mhm.
I can't remember, and I watched, and I can't remember anything that we hadn't talked about.
Yeah. But that's pretty much Raw.
I guess let's move on to old Smacky Down.
Smacky Down Live.
Because we all know we can't talk about this big important Universal Championship match that is going to happen at TLC. Oh hell, fucking no, we can't talk about that because what even is a Universal Champion? What's a championship? What's that red thing? Heaven forbid they do that. Sorry.
Yeah. So, what about on Smacky Down?
Oh, I have too many tabs open.
Well, close some of those tabs if you can.
But tab is my favorite drink.
Oh, that stuff. That tastes terrible. Tab tastes terrible.
I'm bad joke. I was trying to buy it some time before I got to. Okay, let's see. We start SmackDown with, and they, and the world of nothing can be surprised anymore. They announced Daniel Bryan versus Mustafa Ali was going. It's a dream match that is going to happen tonight. Okay, one quick thing. WWE, at least let us call it a dream match. Can you quit calling things a dream match? That'd be great. Like, let us, okay, for two things. Like, if you're going to have this quote unquote dream match, don't necessarily announce it like an hour before the show. Two, don't announce it as quote unquote dream match. Announce it if you must. Get those viewers. That's all well and good. Let us, the consumer, the watcher, the viewer, holy shit, it's a dream match. Who would have ever thought Brian Danielson from Ring of Honor would be facing in the year of our Lord 2018 Mustafa Ali? Like, let us. That's our job. Is oh my, it's a dream match. It's a dream match. Hey guys, check out this dream match. But when you start using dream match, it kind of takes away a little bit of the luster of what we consider a dream match.
Yeah.
Like the you're telling us what to think of it instead of us just thinking it and telling our friends about it. Probably making zero sense. Just how
No, it makes perfect sense. Just who won the match?
uh, Daniel Bryan.
Of
Well, Daniel
course.
Bryan retained. He came out. Daniel came out on the mic, and Mustafa Ali came out with a mic, and they went back and forth. And I don't want to ruin anybody's dream match here, which I guess I already did. But spoiler if you're on the West Coast, and Daniel Bryan won with the heel hook, and then Daniel, after the match went in, kept attacking Ali, just to solidify I'm a vegan. So many words I want to say, but I don't want to. Just that he's a. Well, just sum it up, and I'm still a heel, guys, and I like new Daniel Bryan, but you don't have to keep reiterating like he's an asshole.
Right.
Let's see. Then next we get the rap battle between the
Oh yeah,
bar,
I heard about that.
yeah, the bar and the Usos. Um, and the bar. I don't know if they actually did this on the live broadcast, but on Twitter they were ice shamey. I'm trying to read as fast as I can here. Scroll too fast. But yeah, it's Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Usos in a rap battle. Jimmy and Jay Uso.
Yes,
Oh,
that I heard about it through
and
the
and
bird thing.
this is where the Ice High Shammy came from. They started singing the bass line to Under Pressure, which is where Ice Ice Baby came from,
Hmm.
or at least the music part of Ice Ice Baby. And apparently that's all. They did a reworking of the Vanilla Ice song and dropped the mic and passed. And the New Day rate their efforts as a picture of a trash can. um, and then the Usos talk about where Sheamus was in Ninja Turtles as Bebop
Oh
or Rock.
yeah.
Yeah, and they bring that up, and uh, again, not watching it, but I said this afternoon on the preview, like it's either going to be one of those. It's going to entertain me one way or the other. Either it's going to be so good that I like it, or it's going to be so bad that it's good, or that at least I laugh at how awful it is. And looks like I wasn't wrong. Like it should be an entertaining segment. Um, oh, and no winner was declared for the rap battle. um, Oscar cut a promo backstage, and
She
then
actually.
Miz.
Oh, what did the Miz do?
Well, going back to Oscar, she says she thought nobody was ready for Oscar, but she was wrong, hyping up Charlotte for their match later tonight. Um, Miz was in the ring with the World Cup tournament, the best in the world trophy thingy that Shane won, and demands
Yeah.
Shane come out and hear what he has to say. He has not to be begged. Says the crowd isn't. And shout out to Reverend Claire because I'm like literally reading her. I'm not reading it word for word, just skipping over. But I'm reading her words. Shane comes out. Blah 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 blah. Blah. And then Shane and Miz beat a couple of quote unquote local talents who actually have to brings out a couple of local talents, the Vegas boys Chip and Chad for a match, and for former Dragon Gate, damn it I can't word, Dragon Gate USA referee Jason Ayers was the official for here, so that's pretty neat. Um, so yeah, Miz McMahon still trying to become a thing, I guess. Uh, None of this works for me. Wasn't McMahon going heel, Miz trying to go face kind of thing, and now we're just in this vortex of loop. Like, what are we doing? Why is Shane McMahon in the storyline?
Because he's a McMahon.
Well, true. Like that, I was asking, like, even as a McMahon, why is he in a storyline? I swear to, if we get a Shane versus Miz at WrestleMania or Royal Rumble, oh, they should have realized after Crown Jewel with Shane winning and like it's not working. Stop. Hit the reset button, please. Oh, and they are calling the best tag team in the world, and they won submission with the triangle choke.
Against some local talent.
Yeah. Even Rev is like Chip and or Chad, where nobody knows who they are. Let's see. And Paige starts chewing out the referee of that match. The people that just lost say that Paige should pay them $5,000 each because Miz promised them money, or Miz said that Paige would pay them their appearance fee. Uh, Yada yada yada. Randy Orton comes out, starts talking, and Rey Mysterio pulls actually like a RKO move, and out of nowhere just starts beating the shit out of Randy Orton with a chair. To run him off. Uh, I'm gonna skip a lot because this is going. Jeff Hardy and Rusev versus Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura. Jetty and Jetty Jardy. Jeff Hardy and Rusev win by pinfall against Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. Wait a minute, that can't be right.
I thought
Rusev
Rusev.
wasn't okay on Shinsuke Nakamura. I told you I do meds. So Jeff Hardy and Rusev beat Samoa Joe and Shinsuke when Rusev pins Shinsuke Nakamura. What else happened? Another vignette from Lars Sullivan. And then I don't care what else is more. We're going straight to Asuka versus Charlotte.
Yeah, I read
Uh,
somewhere that Asuka laid out both Charlotte and Becky.
Becky was doing commentary. Asuka won the match by disqualification because Charlotte started hitting her with a kendo stick again, just like we saw from Survivor Series. And Asuka threw Becky over the announce table, and she grabs her own kendo stick and starts going to town on Charlotte and Becky. Asuka stands tall on the announce table. Eh, it's just reading it. It feels like a typical to good go home show. Like at least you're getting non stakers on table heat for Sunday, but at the same time, it's like, well, I didn't miss too much. Like, could you imagine like not watching Raw and then or SmackDown watching Sunday? Like, when the hell did Chad and Bobby Roode become tag team champions? It seemed like just a normal go home show.
Okay, which gives us a nice little segue into TLC preview.
Matt, where are you?
Well, he just showed up in the nightly, so let's give him a little bit.
We're waiting. We don't pay you to be in the nightly, sir.
They
This is coming out of your pay.
don't pay him anything.
They don't or we don't.
We're not paying him anything.
Oh, have you not been getting your checks? My bad.
Yeah, yeah. Considering that we're coming up on our year anniversary.
Yes, yes, yes.
In just a couple of weeks.
Can't wait. And we need to get together, the you and I and Matt and previous guests and stuff, and do a special rendition of an anniversary show.
of wrestling 2018.
Oh, good grief! I thought it'd all be. When does New Year's Eve fall this year? Dun, dun, dun.
Um, New Year's Eve. Let me grab my calendar real quick, and I can tell you.
We're both old. We have calendars.
New Year's Eve falls on a Monday.
Oh wow. Okay, so we might not be able to do a show exactly on the 1 year anniversary. I mean, we could, but I think it was like a random. What was last year's? It was a random day. Like, hey, you drunk? Yeah, you drunk? Yeah.
Let's
Hey,
do
you
it.
want to? Yeah, you want to start this podcast we've been talking about? Yep, let's go. Me in the bathroom with my old ass. You can't hear me laptop. Not knowing how to work shit.
And we've gotten better.
We have improved.
Yes, we have. And now, if we can get our Twitch show going way okay, then we've got it made.
Got it made in the shade.
And she's wrestling Saturday.
Yes. I really like her. She's for one, she followed me on Twitter, so that's always a plus in my book. But I already liked her wrestling and her tweets are always so like I don't want to say in character per se because they're not always. But when she's talking about wrestling, like she is straight up in character. Like she doesn't break that fourth wall. Like she's ready to fight somebody.
Oh, yeah, she's always ready to fight.
I also like Alligato though, so I'm gonna be interested to see what happens in that match. And the Night Lab. Just I didn't say hey Matthew anything. Just Link HQ. I should have put now at the end. Link HQ now.
No, you don't want to get demanding on our buddy.
No. No, it wouldn't
So,
be. He would know what I'm.
yeah, he knows we love him.
Well, Five doesn't like him anymore. Five knocked him out of the VWP fantasy football playoffs. Anyway, yeah, we can go ahead and if you want to do predictions.
We can do predictions. I guess I need to pull up the card.
I predict that it's going to happen December 16th, 2018, in San Jose, California. I predict that.
Oh, that's your prediction.
I go bold with my predictions. Go big or go home. And dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air.
No, you got to do it. Dead air, 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 dead air.
The best part about that is right before we went off the air, or right before we came on the air, the conversation we had about Pink Panther insulation. We just talked about that. Nice tie-in. At least made me chuckle.
Okay, let's see.
I'm not singing Dead Air to the Pink Panther team. I'm
Why
not doing
not?
it. Because you already set the bar so high that I'm Dead Air, Dead Air. And no, I'm not trying to sing the Pink Panther song. I was trying to do another.
Okay.
Okie dokie stokey.
Okay, we've got the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan champion versus AJ Styles.
What this is, obviously rematch clause thingy. Ladies first. What's the stipulation?
Um,
Is there a stipulation in this match?
there's not a stipulation. It's a one-on-one.
Oh, and Matt's joining us. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, we'll wait for Matt.
Yeah, yeah, I thought this was. You guys still going? Yes, sir. Been buying our time for 2 hours, talking
Yeah.
nonsense.
Well, it's not nonsense.
Any,
It's wrestling talk.
hey, anything I say is nonsense.
No, not all the
Uh,
time. Not all the time.
you just made me choke on beer. What do you mean, not all the time?
Just not all the. Sometimes you make sense.
Wait, what do you mean sometimes? Uh,
When you're not hopped up on cold medicine, that's when you really don't make a lot of sense at times.
um, I thought we was friends.
We are
Well,
friends.
we're best friends.
Yes, we are.
Well, Matt said he'll be here ASAP. While we wait for him, um, just a disclosure thing. I know A was trying to be nice about the cold med stuff. Excuse me, which um take allergy sinus stuff. Um, things in my personal life, like I'm like literally have a bag full of medicine I'm having to take. So it's not that, and I'm like literally like thinking people can see me and or hoping people can't see me and like rubbing my head and like um got some um physical bad news yesterday about my back, so I'm on those kind of medicines. Then got some new medicines for my mental stuff, and they're all just like having a party in my mind that isn't quite a party for me. But they're all like, "Hey, which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go?" And so, yeah, now we're here. But considering the amount of medication I'm on,
You're doing pretty good.
yeah, I think so.
Plus, you have
Like,
beer on top of it.
yeah, and that I don't want to spoil or anything, but yeah, the alcohol, at least because another full honesty thing. Um, I drink a lot of beer. Um, full disclosure, and that's coming. I'm not going to be able to cold turkey stop, but it's definitely it already has been for a while now. Like gradually, this is how bad it was and how far I've come. The guy from the package store, the liquor store that we go to, um, for other reasons, he has my number. I have his, and he's called me like, "Dude, you okay? Do you need me to?" Because where I haven't needed to go get a case like every day, every other day. Literally, he called me a couple times like, "You okay? You need me to bring you anything?" Like, no, I've got plenty. Where I went from just another full disclosure, drinking right at 30 a day
Wow.
to I'm down to and this is still going to be a wow thing, but I'm less than 12, fewer than 12. But I was and have been for a long time. I don't hit the hard stuff. I don't do liquor at all. I just my cheap beer, and it was just a constant thing. And so I've already dialed it down, and I'll dial it down some more until eventually I can get to a I don't need alcohol kind of thing, and I'll be good.
Yeah, well, full disclosure, I used to self-medicate with alcohol. As I like to say, I was a functioning alcoholic.
Oh, definitely.
But I've got it down now to where I'm just a social drinker.
Yeah, and I'm proud of you for that, and for a couple reasons. The fact that you were able to become quote unquote just a social drinker, and B, the fact of your social drinking is literally just social drinking.
Yeah, except for New Year's Eve.
Well, and
I gotta get lots of pineapple juice.
even then, to and this might be horrible advice, not advice, but even then, like it's New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve. But there's a big distinguishment between like I can't touch a drop to like I'm full blown again to where you are of hey I can have fun on this night and not worry about it the next day or need more the next day kind of thing.
Yeah, what's nice is I'm gonna be home doing it, so I won't be on the road.
Hopefully we'll be podcasting.
Yes, we'll be podcasting, and I'll be having my vodka and pineapple juice.
Should I be scared Friday? Because I'm getting a little worried that I haven't heard anything about Friday.
What do
No.
you mean?
Well, you know I I don't like surprises and stuff. Like if something's happening Friday, like let me know now.
Nothing's happening.
Okay. Plus, and if you didn't just hear that, the smoking shit's got to go too. Anyway, come on, Matt. We went from TLC predictions to hey, let me just think I'm on Oprah all of a sudden, and I guess it's better than being on Jerry Springer.
Well, yeah, Jerry Springer gets a little out of hand.
You think some of the titles alone, like flipping through channels, like I'm divorcing my cousin to marry my other cousin. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
But
Like,
I hate to say that Jerry Springer is a guilty pleasure of mine.
and I will like occasionally. I blame it sometimes on not being able to find the remote, but like there was a time when we cut cords with cable, like it comes on at noon our time, and there was like we only had like back in the day 3 4 channels, and so current day we had and it was either watching the weather radar, rewatching the news you had just seen, or watching one of the soap operas, or watching Jerry Springer. Like, well, I watched Jerry Springer. I'm not watching that radar thing. Like, okay, there's rain. I see that rain. Hey, guess what? There's still rain.
Yeah,
Matthew.
I was watching the weather report while I was getting Dad's meds today, and on the Weather Channel. And boy, you guys are got it coming again.
I know it, and so you saw it always comes from you guys. I say you guys, but from your direction this time of year, even during the summer when that front comes from the Pacific and whatever happens between the Pacific and the Rockies hits the Rockies and then makes it our way, and we have the Ozark Mountains just north of us, and so everything funnels down to us. Shoot. Uh, Thankfully, though, that we're in a spot where we get a lot of tornadoes, but we're just north of the south and just south of the north that they always seem to go, which I need to knock on a lot of wood. They're they but they're always north, just north or just south of us, or just east or just west. Right here where my house is, like there's been a couple, but they've been like a mile away. But we seem to have this some kind of weird force field or something of no tornadoes here, mother lover.
Well, you guys are getting all this moisture and everything, and it's bypassing us.
Well, you guys don't. We don't need it at all. Like
No, but we need it. It needs to
yeah.
stop. We need it.
But if you guys get precipitation right now, wouldn't it be just like pretty much snow, which I guess helps in some areas, but
Well, our temperatures this week are going to be in the 40s. So
ah,
if we did get anything, because as low as our temperatures get at night, we'd be dealing with ice first thing in the morning.
we had to deal with that yesterday and today. Another bad thing about living here, not living here, but in this region, like the last couple of days highs were like 26, 24. Today it was MF and 64 degrees. Like, yeah, that's not gonna just drive my allergies, my sinuses, and my susceptibility to being, catching colds. Yeah, that's great. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only
Metal
Matt
Matt.
with no mic.
Because I was just going to mention there's a breaking LAPD in pursuit of a wanted 187 murder suspect.
Oh, damn.
Driver is dragging the passenger, possible kidnapping.
Oh, damn.
Kind of interesting.
Matt, you here?
Yep. Yep, I'm here.
Oh,
What's
goody.
up?
Hey, man, how's it going?
How was work?
It's go.
Work was pretty good. We ended up working an hour late because we're doing a big sale this week, but it was pretty good overall.
Nice. Get that money.
Yep.
So we were just getting into our TLC predictions, but first we want to hear about MOW.
I talked about it last week on the podcast. I can pull up the card if you need me to, because this week
Yeah.
they're doing their 2 shows in Miami.
Oh,
Did they not do a weekend show? I thought they had a show in between. Sorry, guy. I don't know why I just called you guy. We're not. You're not my guy, friend. You're not my friend, buddy. I meant to post this like what hour ago. I never did post the link in the day or the nightly. Told you the meds, man. The meds. Metamat's chair makes an appearance. While if you're looking up anything, you want to do a quick rundown. We're just getting into
Whoa, God.
Go ahead.
Man, the injuries in MLW just keep on coming. Like, this ladder match is cursed.
Who's injured now?
Jason Cade ended up breaking his ankle, but Hijo de LA Park will be replacing him.
Oh wow. Somehow I had not heard that.
All right, so let me bring up Never Say Never, which is this Thursday. And the final card to date is Pentagon Jr. versus Teddy Hart.
Natalia's friend. Or Natty's friend.
LA Park versus Sammy Callahan. And it's a falls count anywhere in Miami match. Filthy Tom Lawler versus Simon Gotch in a no holds barred, no ropes fight. Roosh versus Shane Strickland. Dragon Lee versus Rich Swan. DJZ versus Hio de LA Park. And Desmond Xavier versus Andrew Everett.
When did I miss the Cade news? Or maybe I saw it, I'm just not remembering.
I think it just came out, I think. Hold on. Yeah, it came out yesterday.
Oh, that'd explain why I missed it. Out of the loop.
All right, now the card for 0 Hour, and this will be the live special this Friday. And the card is Conan versus Low-Key for the MLW title in a no DQ match. Tommy Dreamer versus Brian Pillman Jr. in a Singapore Cane match. Desmond Xavier versus Cato Brazil versus Andrew Everett versus Hio de LA Park in a ladder match for the World Middleweight Championship. Roosh versus Rich Swan. Dragon Lee versus DJZ. And then a battle of the super heavyweights. It's Barrington Hughes versus Ace Romero.
Are they doing a third card the Saturday the 15th? Another live special? Or is it just a Friday live special?
It's just a Friday. Like, it's a 2-night, Thursday and Friday. But
Okay.
Friday is going to be the one that gets broadcast live.
Okay, I couldn't remember if they did the Thursday taped, Friday live, or Thursday tape, Friday live, Saturday live. Any predictions for the upcoming shows?
With the ladder match for the middleweight title, it's hard to predict because there's just been so many injuries. The match has been changed so many times. If I had to guess, I would say Color Brazil wins the title because they were sort of building him up as like the main challenger before all this injury news happened. So I think he might win it.
And unfortunately, when the card was announced last month, the guy that I wanted to win and I would still today pick as the winner, yeah, he got hurt and he's no longer in the match, and so now we're here. I don't know. Definitely tune in. And where can they find the live MLW?
It premieres live on BN Sports this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
6 Mountain.
5 Pacific. Cool. Before we just go straight, anything else on MLW?
No, I think that's pretty much it for now.
Well, you want to grab the floor for a minute, and AA and I talked Raw and SmackDown. We haven't gotten to TLC predictions, but if you want to give your
Well, I wasn't able to watch SmackDown tonight because I was working, but I did watch Raw.
You got any rants?
No rants. It's at least better than it was a couple weeks ago, but there's still room for improvement. I'm surprised that they did a TLC match on Raw, but I guess they're desperate for ratings, I guess. Seth Rollins' promo was kind of interesting. Rude and Gable win the tag team titles. Interesting, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really feeling either team in the tag team division at the moment. But yeah, that's really all I got to say about Raw. There really isn't that much to really say about it.
see for you, the listeners. This is why Metal Matt, Ambrose Alley, and Mox. This is why we're like best friends, because you literally just said out of the blue what A and I said, like just in a lot shorter manner. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what about Nia Jax's hand promo?
The God, like Nia Jax, like it has already gotten old. It got old the week after it happened, and it's just it's run dry. There's nothing left to it. They just need to get this match out of the way and then move on to something else because it's not working. It was never going to work. Let's make that perfectly clear. It was never going to work.
Yeah, it didn't work the first time.
No, it didn't.
It just there was it just didn't. Nope. Um, and obviously you haven't been able to watch SmackDown, like you said.
No, I didn't get to watch SmackDown. I forgot to DVR it, so
Well, Becky lost her championship.
I mean, I read the results. I know that didn't happen.
Well, the results you're reading aren't true because Tamina and Nia invaded SmackDown and wearing blue shirts. Apparently, Corbin traded them to SmackDown. And no, if you read the results, what are your opinions on the results?
I mean, it was what it was, I guess. It's nice to see that they finally turned Asuka heel. So
Because she beat Becky's ass.
yeah, like if you're trying to make Asuka a face, that's not the way to do it. I mean, at this point, they have to know that whoever goes up against Becky doesn't matter what their alignment is. They have to know they're going to get booed.
Yeah. So, and this is a question I didn't pose earlier, but I'll pose now. The the alignments are so fucked off. Like fuck. Like, are we getting Hill versus Hill versus Hill, or are we getting face versus face versus face at TLC? Like,
I
it's just
don't
that's
even know.
yeah, exactly. Which is a segue into unless you had anything else on SmackDown, a segue into TLC predictions. But
We can
that's
do
what it feels
TLC
like. Like, I don't
predictions.
even know what's going on. Like, who do
Yeah.
I root? Like, you root for Becky, but like as far as what's being portrayed on TV, like who's the bad guy? Who's the good guy? Are they all bad? Are they all good? Like, what the hell's even happening? I don't even know anymore in this feud or this build up. Like, so wait a minute. TLC predictions.
Are we ready for TLC predictions?
Matt looks like he or seems like he's thinking about if he wants to say something else about SmackDown.
No, no, that's pretty much it.
What'd you call me? Yeah, let's go ahead and get to TLC predictions.
TLC predictions coming up.
Who had that, me or you?
Had what? I got the card.
Okay. Good grief. You gonna start the card or?
Yep. Well, first we have the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan champion versus AJ Styles. I'm going to go with Bryan.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Bryan as well.
I'll go with. Can we please stop this automatic rematch bullshit? But yeah, I'm going with Brian. I just don't see him losing it here.
Yeah,
Um,
I think Bryan keeps it until WrestleMania.
Matt, correct us if we were wrong earlier. There's no stipulation on this match. It's just straight up 1-on-1.
Yeah, I believe it's just one on one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's saying. It's 1-on-1.
And probably, I'll even go as far as say Brian retains through shenanigans, a low blow. Hello, we didn't just go through all of 2018 with AJ getting punched in the dick. Hey, let's send it out right and let's do it one last time. Some kind of nonsense like that. What's next?
Next, we have SmackDown Women's Champion. That's the triple threat. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. It's a TLC match.
Ooh. One of you guys go first. And I know you guys know, but a lot of people I've seen on Facebook, Twitter, even other places, like in a TLC match that includes a championship, the championship is going to be hung above the ring and they have to climb the ladder to win the championship.
Yeah.
So, well, a lot of people seem to be confused about that.
I think Becky loses the title here. I don't want her to. I don't think it's the right decision. Whoever wins, it's going to be the biggest heel in the SmackDown Women's division.
No bias.
Believe it or not, I think Charlotte ends up winning the title, and then Asuka and Charlotte have a rematch at WrestleMania where Asuka gets her win back.
Ooh.
Nice. That was a nice prediction there.
And we're going to remember November 11th that you predict, or December 11th that you predicted that not just the match, but
Oh, what about you, Mox?
Oh man, uh, I this is such a hard. I wish we would have had some slow pitches first, uh, because this is such a not odd, but such a hard call to make. I would go. Becky retains here. Charlotte. Well, we know. Charlotte, Asuka get too sidetracked with trying to destroy each other, and ooh, moonsault that hits nothing, and ooh, this, and ooh, that. And Becky, like like what a Hill would do, like Edge would do, opportunistic. Like, hey, they're both beating the shit out of each other outside. I'm gonna climb the ladder and, hello. Remember, the object is climbing the ladder and grabbing the championship.
I'm going to go with Asuka.
Oh, three different opinions. We have Charlotte, Becky, and Asuka. Oh,
Well, one of us will be right.
yeah. At least we have that relying on us. So you heard it here, folks. Heard it here first, folks. It's either going to be Asuka, Becky, or Charlotte. One of those three are going to win this triple threat match. We guarantee it. Our sources have said that one of those three are going to win the match. I just, and it's not even like I have to have the championship on Becky thing. Excuse me. I just, what do you do if the one of the other two win? Like, where's that going? And Matt with his Asuka Charlotte rematch at WrestleMania, I could see that, but I'm sticking with Becky here. Just just because.
Okay. Next is the Raw Women's Championship. Ronda Rousey champion versus Nia Jax.
Can Ruby Riott just cash in and win it?
We're all losers for this.
Yeah, nobody wins in this scenario.
Nah, Jax definitely isn't winning. This, but do we have to suffer through this shit again?
So you're saying Rousey's going to retain?
Okay, first and foremost, do we Rousey's definitely retaining. Do we, when we do our predictions, like say for instance at Survivor Series, Ronda won, but it was because of Charlotte DQ. Like, how fine of a line are we? Like, if somebody would have said Ronda wins, which I think we all did anyway, but just for instance, how fine of a line are we talking about it? Like, who wins and actually who wins? Like, do disqualifications and getting your ass beat afterwards count, or is it just a strict like betting thing? Like, a win's a win. You'd think a year into the podcast we'd have this answer by now, but we don't.
I think it's just whoever the win, however they get the win.
Yeah, Ronda retains. Watch it be Tamina like come out and whatever the hell Tamina does. I distracted you for 10 minutes while I made my entrance. Sorry, bad joke.
So I'm
Matt,
going
who
to
do you?
say Rousey retains.
Oh, but how? Okay, let's make it fun. How does Rousey retain?
Ruby Riott's going to come and interfere by taking out, attacking Ronda.
Are you setting up a Royal Rumble match between Ruby and Ronda?
Yeah.
Oh, the battle of the double R's. Ruby Riott, Ronda Rousey. And yeah, I could just see all of a sudden, I'm sorry, again, meds and stuff. Like a damn social media, Twitter. Like, I'm the real RR. No, I'm the real RR.
No, the real RR is Roman Reigns.
I was getting there, but yeah, I could see them trying to start an argument of like a hashtag, true RR, hashtag, true, some kind of nonsensical. Ruby would make it work. Ronda would just, yeah. Matt, who you got?
Ronda.
How? We have to include that.
Submission.
You actually think she's going to submit clean?
I think so.
I hope so, like that. But there's going to be some kind of foolery. Just what I'm saying, it's just leading up to some shenanigans.
And then next we have the Intercontinental match.
I go last here.
Well, I've got to stick with Dean Ambrose. Just because I'm a big fan of his. So I'm going to go with my boy.
I'll be damned. Breaking news banner. Ambrose Alley is a big fan of Dean Ambrose. Matt, who you got? And this is
I'm going with
a
Dean
ladder
Ambrose.
match, right?
What? I couldn't hear either one of you.
This is just a straight up ladder match, right?
I think this is just a minute here. Let me double check.
I think it's just a normal match.
Is it again? Maybe just wishful. Um,
It doesn't say whether it's 1-on-1
okay.
or a TL. It doesn't say what it is.
If it doesn't specify, then it. But for some reason, I guess wishful thinking of what to make it, and I guess the hottest dud in recent memory is gonna be a
Yeah, just as it's a normal match on
yeah.
WWE.com.
Like, hey,
Okay.
let's take this blood feud thing and at TLC, let's not do anything special for it.
Oh, yeah. But I'm going with Dean Ambrose.
Matt,
I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose too because I think Seth Rollins wins the Royal Rumble.
ooh, now see, all these your predictions on top of predictions.
Yeah, because I think he ends up dethroning Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You think Dean Ambrose beats Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania
No, I think
No,
Seth
Seth
Rollins.
Rollins.
or Seth Rollins? I mean, sorry.
I think so. And I think they've been foreshadowing it with him always saying Brock Lesnar isn't here. I think he ends up winning the Universal title at WrestleMania.
Guys, give me a second. I'm writing this down. December, and I would like shoot. I turn my camera on if I could, but I'm shoot writing down December 11th, 2018. Metal Matt says Brock loses to Seth Rollins, WrestleMania. Okay. Sorry, I had to get that out of the way so I can take a picture of it later. And I don't really disagree with you. Like, yeah, that's the. I would love that to happen. Absolutely love it. But, oh, that's so. Not that your opinion's far stretched, but man, how they do things coming to that conclusion is. Yeah. I'm going Dean here as well. And Matt, you're a bold man because you made Royal Rumble predictions, WrestleMania predictions. But Dean wins here, if nothing else. The go home show had Dean climbing or Seth climbing the ladder and retaining against Corbin, and for no other reason than that. And we have that in our minds of, hey, Seth can climb a ladder, he can grab a belt. And I would hope that probably what they would do is a rematch of Royal Rumble. But as much as I really don't even like talking about this feud, as everyone knows, because it's just gone to dog shit. If they do a rematch, like you're giving away shit anyway on TV. Do it on a Raw, and have Dean face somebody else on or at Royal Rumble. Hell, returning Bray Wyatt, somebody. Yeah, Dean. I think Dean gets the belt here. And for the love of God, can we leave Renee alone about Dean's inner thoughts? One part of the earlier podcast you missed was the frustration of them and how Renee's going through. Like, I guess it's okay because, everything's the way it is. And, like, hey, I'm cool with it. But damn, if it doesn't come off as just, like, creepy watching. Renee, you know Dean better than anybody. Renee, we need answers. Renee. It sounds like the Corey and Michael Cole kind of sound like one of those people that like sleep at an airport just knowing that somebody's going to be there later, and when that so and so shows up, like, hey, tell me all about this, tell me all about that. Like, it's off-putting to me.
Okay, this
Sorry.
next one's going to get kind of confusing
No.
because we're not going to have it.
Hey,
What?
welcome to VWP. Confusing.
Yeah, because I don't think because we're not going to have Strowman and Corbin, so that's out.
Oh, yeah. What did they replace Strowman and Corbin with, Matt?
I think it's still on at the moment. I think
It is still on.
Let me check real quick because I think it's still on.
That was the last I heard, but then I heard a side report of they were going to do a triple threat thing. If Braun was a no-go.
Yeah, they're still listening on W.com. So until they say otherwise, it's still on.
Let's go with that then.
Okay, if they do have that one, I'm going to go with Strowman. Just because I don't think they're going to make Baron a full-time general manager.
Yeah, I think Strowman wins if he does show up, and I think it's going to be a very quick squash match, like 1 minute tops.
Get the job done and not risk the elbow stuff. Whether it's somebody else already getting Corbin like beat up, or somebody like, say, Elias, for instance, interrupts Corbin, and then just Braun, and he can just power slam him 1, 2, 3 and be done with it.
Well, it's a TLC match, so.
Well, okay. Power slam him, climb the ladder, grab the whatever the hell they're going to hang up. I guess the clipboard.
No, TLC, I don't think they're going to be hanging anything.
The TLC means that if there's no championship, then it's just 1, 2, 3. If there's a championship, it's then just 1, 2, 3. My elbow's okay for
So that night, nothing's going to be hanging.
You're an ass, sir. Yeah, just somebody comes, if his elbow is bad, But if they go through with the match, something else happens before Braun even comes out. Corbin's already like out of it, and Braun just comes to for the scraps and power slam 1, 2, 3. It'll be telling if we see something hanging above the ring before the match starts. But if it's just a normal I don't like you, TLC match, no championships involved, then
Then that night, nothing will be hanging. That's what she said.
oh good grief. We we metal match. Yeah, I'm going. If that match happens, I'm going Braun. If nothing else, put us out of our misery of this Baron Corbin acting general manager bullshit. What about the chance of Kurt Angle, quote unquote, saving his job and he being the one to?
Well, I said that's why that one's going to be tricky because of.
Well, isn't the stipulation if Corbin wins, he's permanent GM?
Yeah.
If he doesn't win, and also if Braun doesn't win, he loses his title shot at Royal Rumble.
Right, against Lesnar.
Yeah. So and I know dude just went through surgery, but you have to figure out a way to have Braun win here. 2 birds, 1 stone. You get Corbin out of this bullshit acting general manager shit that the ratings are the lowest they've ever been. Thanks, Corbin. And if you don't get that reference, then rewind and you'll get it. And at the same time, okay, we get our Braun versus Rock match at Royal Rumble.
Well, next we have the SmackDown Tag Team Championship, which is a triple threat. With the Bar, the Usos, and New Day.
Which again on paper sounds fantastic, but please after this, let this be the end of it.
Yeah. I think the Usos win back the title here.
I'm going to go with the Usos as well. It's about time.
They just lost the championship.
No, they didn't.
Well, this year?
Well, yeah, they lost it this year, but not. But they haven't. But that was a while ago.
And I'd be okay with I'd be okay with them just resetting, like make the tag titles vacant. Like everybody's just laid out, like nobody wins. Let's have a tournament and just like reset the SmackDown tag team because they're all great. It's just like, yeah, so repetitive. I'll go Usos here. Uh, not the Bar, and maybe this is where you start to see some dysfunction in the New Day. I'll go Usos. Oos.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say, please, nobody leave me hanging on that. I see there's conspiracy theory back. What's next?
Then next we have this one. Well, Finn's out, so I don't know who Drew McIntyre is going to face.
Last I heard, he was pulled from the MLC, the Mixed Match Challenge, but he was still a go for TLC. Last I heard.
Well, if it is, then it's going to be Balor versus McIntyre.
Oh, I can't choose. Don't make me choose. Matt?
It's easy for me.
Well, Matt?
If Bauer is good to go, I actually think McIntyre wins.
I say McIntyre.
Excuse
Because
me.
they are still advertising it on WWE.com, so.
No, and this is like, okay, surely we don't get Demon Balor here. And you just 2 weeks ago had Drew McIntyre pinned clean by Dolph fucking Ziggler. And my third, these are like two of my favorites. Uh, uh, maybe the Dolph pin a couple weeks ago was like, hey, he's not undefeated anymore, so it's no big deal. I'll go Finn here just to be different. Drew should win, but Drew shouldn't have lost to Dolph. If Drew hadn't lost to Dolph, it was Drew all the way, but I'll go Finn here.
Okay. The next we have Elias versus Bobby Lashley in a ladder match with the guitar being suspended.
Probably Lashley.
I'm going to be different and go with Elias.
I'll go with Elias as well. If for no other reason, they've made Lashley an ass joke. What does Lashley get from grabbing the guitar and beating the shit out of Elias? Nothing. What does Elias get out of grabbing the guitar and beating the shit out of Lashley? A stepping stone. I'll go Elias.
I'm not your stepping stone.
Good grief.
The monkeys.
Hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around.
But we're too busy singing.
Put
Anybody down.
And guys, just so anybody listening, like, I have to hear this like all day, every day that we don't go live, or if it's just in chats or hang. Like, feel blessed that you only have to deal with this live like once a week for a couple of hours. Oh, they're torturous.
You enjoy it.
That's what she said. Oh, you guys. Hey, you guys. See, exactly.
Goonie.
Like, I get. What's next?
Next is Natalia versus Ruby in a tables match.
Ruby.
Ruby should win, but they're probably going to have Natalia win.
Yeah, what Metal Matt said.
You could have just said what he said.
What he said.
That's what he said.
Into, yeah, just to tie into our whole like, oh, going on midnight. We're completely off the rails. But what comes out of that? Like, I get why Natalia would win. Don't get me wrong. but who gains more coming out of it? Ruby does.
Mm-hmm.
Not to quote CM Punk, but Natalia's pretty much a spoke in the wheel by now. Ruby has a shit. I don't know word good. Ruby, you can go somewhere with that. Like, hey, I mocked Jim Neidhart, and with the sunglasses, the table. Oh, and by the way, I also, beat you at TLC. Like, you can go something with there. There's not much going there if Natalya wins coming out of TLC. Or, there's always the possibility that Natalya turns for whatever reason and like just to break Big Show's record or something. Who knows? But I'll go Ruby here. Probably with help from the squad, but Ruby wins. What's next?
What's next is the cruiserweight.
Buddy Murphy wins.
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
gonna be Buddy
Yeah,
Murphy.
I think Mustafa Ali beats him at WrestleMania for the cruiserweight title.
I've been how many times now have like Ollie wins, please Ollie wins, Ollie. Oh, like even before Buddy, I almost call him Muddy. Before Buddy was champion, like Ollie wins here. Ollie wins here. Well, damn it, I'm not changing now. Ollie wins here. I don't know if it's just my.
Mustafa isn't in this match.
Oh,
It's Buddy Murphy versus Cedric Alexander.
yeah, and well, Matt with his like months away predictions with Murphy versus Ali at WrestleMania, and yeah, Buddy Murphy retains.
Oop, I skipped over one.
No,
Yes, I did.
we
Randy
hate to
Orton
inform you
versus
that Ambrose Ali has been featured and endeavored from Violent Wrestling Podcast and match share.
I skipped over Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio in a chairs match.
Randy Orton probably wins.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to give it to Orton.
Orton. And then doesn't Shinsuke have a match on the card?
I don't think he does.
He doesn't,
No.
does he?
Nope, because there's only one more match on the card.
Yeah, as of right now, I don't see him in a match. No, he's not listed in the match so far.
Well, Raw has a vacant championship, and I guess SmackDown has to have one too.
And it's the final match is going to be the WWE Mixed Match Challenge Final. R-Truth and Carmella versus Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox.
Matt Des Moines is going to be so happy when Carmella and R-Truth win the Mixed Match Challenge.
Yes, please have R-Truth and
Truth and
Carmella
win. Yes.
They are easily the better team.
They're easily the better reason to win. Like they actually have something going on together on SmackDown. Like this is a no-brainer. Like it should if they don't win you weren't using your noodle in planning this. And I know through injuries and stuff, but I'm saying just if these are the finals and this is where you're going forward with SmackDown, you're not using your noodle and having them,
so to speak.
dance break.
Oh, you completely missed that innuendo.
No, I got it. I was trying to segue because I'm still getting used to this metal mat um live on air out, like I'm used to it, like off air kind of stuff, like hangouts, and but on air, like I'm still trying to get accustomed to, like, okay, he's getting out of his shell. I dig it. Yeah, it'd be a waste of a whole lot of shit if Mel and R-Truth didn't go over here.
And that's it for the card.
Dead silence, which is probably appropriate. And anything that excites either one of you guys about anything on this card?
Not really.
Nope. I would have said Ambrose and Rollins if it had a stipulation.
And Ambrose Rollins, even without a stipulation, except they fucked it all to. It's like the worst Jerry Springer episode. Going back, a callback. Like if they would have done the feud properly, leading into it, like it should have been the hottest damn thing. Like sell all the tickets, buy all the views. Like everybody should want to see mean old Hill Dean. I did not mean to rhyme there, but I did. Versus White Knight Babyface Seth defending Roman and his champ. Like that should have been the selling point right there. Make whatever the hell you want to out of the rest of the card. It should be a no-brainer. You're watching TLC 2018 because oh my god, we have Dean versus Seth. And it's not even really a talking point except for how shit they did the feud of TLC. Not even a talking point. Was Dean going to come out in one of those big orange hazmat suits and wrestle in that?
Probably.
You guys know what suit I'm talking about, right? The big old hazmat. Uh, and please don't do because my biggest fear is, and we all predicted, like Dean goes over. Do not. You already fucked it up. Just realize, like, hey, we fucked it up. Do not do a rematch at Royal Rumble as the rematch clause shit. You already fucked it up enough.
I don't think that would happen.
I hope not. Do like if you have to, invoke your rematch clause, do it the following Monday. Like get it over with, and just please get them the hell away from each other.
No, Mux. You see what you gotta do. They just need one more match. That's all I want.
And they should. That's what we should all be chanting. Fight forever, one more match. And I know you're joking and whatnot, but we should be like just salivating it. Oh, oh, and it's just this isn't it, Chief. Like it's no. Like, let's get this out of the way and let's move on, please. Well, obviously, you don't think the rematch is happening at Royal Rumble since you think Seth is winning the Royal Rumble. So, but please, for everything, as a Kobe Lopez, John Good, John Moxley, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins. Like, please, no more. I tapped a couple months ago. Please don't put me through this anymore. Not this way. Not this way. No, I'm out. Like, go separate ways. Reboot this another time, another way. Because you're failing me here.
Who's
Anyway,
failing you?
no, this damn Dean Seth storyline. Ah, how do you take that and we get this? How?
I don't take it seriously.
Well, I don't either. I mean, but it was right there, and I kind of sounded contradictory, but I don't take it seriously. But at the same time, for the everything wrestling related.
I meant I don't take the feud seriously anymore.
Oh yeah, like and that's a agree or disagree. That's a shame.
You show custom to your strength, Seth Rollins.
What? What?
I think you missed that entire reference.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hear it.
This are custom to your strength, Seth Rollins.
Oh, I hadn't heard it. Yeah. I didn't. I didn't even hear you the first time. Um. So what I'm gathering is this weekend we have Rocky Mountain Pro back at the quarry. Saturday, December 15th. Be there or be rectangle. We have the 13th MLW tape show. 14th, they're going to be live. And oh, by the way, Sunday there's this tender loving care match or the Learning Channel match or something from WWE. Nobody laughed at my joke. Womp womp. Like like nobody. Like, hello, is this thing on?
It's on. We hear you.
We're just talking about this for a few hours. Like, that's my takeaway of. Okay, I can't wait to hear and watch Rocky Mountain Pro and AA's experience. Oh, and MLW Thursday, and then Matt watching the live show Friday. Oh, I can't wait to see that and the reactions that's going to get. And by the way, there's vegetables.
TLC.
Yeah, to use a Matt kind of thing. By the way, there's vegetables on my plate. And if you don't get that reference, like it's sorry for making myself laugh, but that's just it came to my mind. Matt does not like no vegetables. It's like having the biggest, nicest steak. Like, oh, I can't. Who the hell put a salad on my plate? Matt would be one of those people that orders like a burger at the drive-through place and orders it, whatever he likes, mustard, mayonnaise. That's a different discussion. And goes to pull out of the drive-through and have like lettuce and tomatoes, and then like, oh no, motherfucker, no, you did not put vegetables on my burger.
Well, I mean, I always order mine plain. Like today, I had Hardee's for lunch, and I ordered my burger plain.
You had hornies?
I had Hardee's.
No, no, one more time because you had what for lunch?
I had Hardee's.
Hardee's. Okay. Well, I didn't hear you the first time, and the second time, AA was laughing like it looked like okay. And we're both from the same state. I've never heard of a Hornies restaurant, but hey, give me directions. I'll try it. I mean, they're taking the Hooters the franchise a little too far. Yeah, I had Hornies today for lunch. Like, whoa. Like, okay, sorry, I'm gonna quit. But yeah, that's how I feel coming out of this. Is there's so much good wrestling out there and so much to look forward to with the smaller stuff we talk about, and then you get vegetables next to your steak, and you just don't even want to eat your steak anymore. Like that lettuce is touching my steak.
But vegetables are good for you.
They are. Oh, I agree. I love my vegetables.
They're good for you, but they're not good.
See, I was gonna say, but in relation to Matt's views on vegetables, that's how I view the upcoming days of wrestling. Like, you don't really send a good steak back just because there's vegetables on your plate. You just like kind of, mm, there's vegetables on my plate. Again, to use the analogy, get Rocky Mountain Pro live streaming. Get MOW live streaming. You get NXT tomorrow. And so all this steak, like you finish your steak and Sunday, the only thing left on your plate are these vegetables that Matt doesn't like. Oh, fuck. Well, I'm still a little hungry, but I'm not that damn hungry. I mean, I'm watching it. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I guess I have to if I'm getting paid to review it. By the way, AA, my paycheck was late this week. Oh, and Matt, we brought this up before you came on. There's some discrepancy if you're getting paid or not, and this is a bad joke because nobody's getting paid. It was just a
What?
exactly.
Oh, we started. Oh, we were just joking around and then saying, with you being late and everything, saying how it was going to come out of your pay. And I made the comment, but we don't pay him anything.
And it snowballed from there. And a couple hours later, I'm still bringing it up as a reference. Like, now you might want to talk to management, Matt, because apparently I heard through the grapevine, and everybody listening heard that this
Mox
isn't
hasn't been sending out the checks.
oh, oh, you shady, shady. Oh, well, I just now found out it was my responsibility to send out the checks. Oh, okay. Throw me under the bus.
Well, you made that comment.
Well, Ah, well, I'll be damned. Well, okay, so apparently we're not going to make it to the 1 year anniversary of VWP because we're about to implode over who gets paid what. Um, what are any other final thoughts on MLW, Rocky Mountain Pro, WWE, any other? Um, I asked that question. I'll answer it first, and why you guys think. Um, New Japan Tag League. It was. Uh, I wasn't really interested in the card going into it. I just based on a couple of things, the teams, some of the teams, and then a couple of things happened where you have Leo and Tonga just taking like open chair shots and getting busted open. Like if you've never seen New Japan or you have no idea who I'm talking about, and you've seen WWE, think of like Rock just welling on Mick Foley in handcuffs. It's 2018. That shit's not necessary. And Lij won tag league, which was pretty much a given. It just wasn't. I started it and then like I just lost interest and just watched like fast forwarded through a whole bunch of stuff, and then the chair shots happened, and like I would literally just read again. Another shout out to Rev. Just read her updates on it, as the show went on. Like I just nope. Wrestle Kingdom 13 is going to should be good. We get Ibushi versus Osprey for the never open championship. So that's going to be good. And it's too late and too long into the podcast for me to run down, but we'll save that for next time of me to talk some New Japan stuff.
Okay, so I guess that wraps up this episode.
No, sorry I talked so long. I meant to leave it short. Any other final thoughts on wrestling, the week, life, anything? Matt? Hey,
Don't have anything.
I don't have anything.
hey, we should tell him that the paycheck he gets from his job. Like, hey, that's what we've been sending you. You need to talk to your job. Like, that's the check we've been sending you. You need to take it up with them that they're not sending you your check. Oh, did I say that out loud where he could hear? Damn it.
Yeah, you did.
Where can they find you, Matt?
You can find me on Twitter at Mailmat15. And I also hang out on KSLC, hang out in the daily and the nightly. I'm doing a new series on the nightly. Doing all the Starcade shows, so that should be interesting. And a brand new Ruthless Aggression Era podcast is this week, as the Don Sal Guzman will be joining me to talk about Bad Blood 2004.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear it.
The Don himself. Hey, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on Twitter at Lady Roshana, or you can find me on KHI Seats as Ambrose Sally, or you can find me on Twitch as Violent Wrestling Podcast, no G. How about you, Mox?
Our email is Violent Wrestling Podcast at gmail.com.
With the G in wrestling.
with a G. And forgive us that some sites, Violent Wrestling is too long of a name, so that's why sometimes there's a G, sometimes there's not. Twitter, I'm at Fireman6809. Cage Seats, Prince Markley Lopez. Email d.carter614@gmail.com. And anybody listening to this, anybody that needs an ear or somebody to talk to, because last time I did this, a couple people actually did reach out to me, and I'm glad they did. Anybody going through any kind of anything, just to shoot the shit, happy go lucky, or anxiety or depression or anything, never hesitate. Again, at Fireman6809. That's FIREMAN 6809 on Twitter, or email DEE.CARTER614 at gmail.com. I'm always available. I'm always in air. I always have an ear. I can always talk to you. I can always help you or try to help you through whatever you're going through, because I go through it myself a lot, and quite often more frequently than I would like to admit. And yeah, just even if it's not me and you're going through something, um, reach out to somebody. Reach out to anybody. Um, if you have Twitter, just tweet stuff. Just express yourself. Um, the people that judge you for things you're tweeting or Facebooking, let them judge, and don't think too much of it. But if it's a release for you to say what's going on in your head, to type it out and send it, if that works for you, do it. If it helps your day, do whatever helps your day.
Okay, and we'll give a few shout outs here. First to the Ruthless Aggression Era podcast, hosted by our one and only, the wonderful Metal Matt.
This Friday is at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, normal time, for the return of the Matt. Return? Did we lose Matt?
Oh, I'm still here.
Oh. What time are you coming back Friday?
I'm coming back at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central.
Nice.
6
Return of the
Mountain.
Matt. 5 Pacific.
Bad
Return
Boy
of the Matt.
2004.
And over on Twitch, now we have Shooting Debris, Connoisseurs of Wrestling, Do You Guys Want Sport, and Grounds for Development.
Oh yeah, I also recently got a Twitch thing. Mox MOX underscore VWP. You can find me on Twitch there.
So I guess that wraps it up, folks.
Oh, we failed to mention Roundhouse Wrestling. We'll have time for you next time.
Well, who did I forget?
That was a bad Jimmy Kimmel Matt Damon thing. Where Jimmy, we ran out of time for Matt Damon. This was a bad Roundhouse Wrestling Dennis thing that I tried starting without saying anything to anybody. Roundhouse Wrestling is defunct. Like, it doesn't happen anymore. Anyway, nope. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
So I guess it's going to be good night, everybody, or good morning, depending what time zone you're in.
Peace. Love you guys.
Love y'all.